Hey guys, Twice here with another deck profile for you on CFA. I know that we've been doing these a lot, but frankly it's just easier to do these online deck profiles than it is to do actual ones because of just time and scheduling, and very easy to just pull up a program, open CFA, and make a nice video for you guys. But today we're going to look at my Holy Edge Celestial Malchidael deck, which is very fun, very powerful. Really enjoy using it. You've seen it already. It's raw power, and it's just such a good legion for this deck. So we're going to start right off with Hopechild Turiel, the starter. She really is just the best starter for Angel Feathers in general. Ability is that if you have an Angel Feather Vanguard, then you can counterblast 1 and throw her into the soul, choose a card from your hand and put it into the damage zone face up. And then you can choose any card from the damage zone and put it into your hand, including the card that you used for the counterblast. So it's just a very complicated way of saying that you basically get a free switch by just putting her into the soul. But yeah, so just 5k booster, free switch. She does what Angel Feather needs to do. She switches cards and does it for free. Now I'm going to go down to the grade 3s because it will be much easier to explain this deck when I explain the grade 3s first. First, I run 4 Solidify Celestial Zerachiel, a very meta-defining card that was just, yeah, she's incredible. Limit Break 4, during your turn if you have a face-up copy of her in the damage zone, all units with Celestial in their card name get 3,000 power, which is great because then you can start to hit some very nice columns. Everything will get +6, and if you have this card, Underlay Celestial Malchidael, then she gets a 3k boost from her own ability and then a 3k boost from the Limit Break, so she's a 12k booster for free. So you can hit some pretty nice numbers with this card. But the main reason that I do run Zerachiel is not necessarily for herself, it's more for this card, so that I can have that very nice 9k booster, because it can help a lot. And then I run 4 of the new Celestial Legion, Holy Edge Celestial Malchidael, which apparently is like a Latinized, feminized version of the name Michael, who is the other main archangel of Judeo-Christianic and I think all the Abrahamic religions. But anyway, so Legion 20,000 with Overdose Celestial Asmodel, this card right here. And during your turn, if this unit is in Legion, all of your units in the front row get 2,000 power. Then, if you have a face-up card in the damage zone with the same name as this unit, as a unit on your Vanguard circle, then all of the units in the front row get an additional 2,000 power. So, if she's in Legion, then everything in the front row, including both of the units on Vanguard, get 2,000 power rather. Then if you have a copy of either Malchidael or Asmodel face-up in the damage zone, everything in the front row gets 4,000 power total. That includes both units on Vanguard, so the Vanguard as a whole gets 8,000 power from its ability. So your Vanguard is now going to be swinging for 28,000 power, because you have the 20,000 from the Legion, the 2,000 to both Vanguard units, and then the additional 2,000 for having a face-up unit that's also on the Vanguard. And her secondary skill will also kick in. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have another unit in the center column, she gets an additional 3,000 power until the end of that battle. So clearly, if she's in Legion, there's always going to be another unit in the center column. So she'll get that 3,000 power regardless. So this unit, if you have a face-up copy of one of the Vanguards, like in the damage zone, this unit will swing for 31,000 power by itself every turn for free. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. It's very powerful. And even if you aren't in Legion, then this +3 can be very helpful with this card, Malchidael, because that's a 9k booster boosting a 14k attack. That's a 23k attack just for having Zerachiel face up in the damage zone. So yeah, if you do have this boosting a full Legion though, that's a 40,000 power attack. And when we get a Legion booster for Angel Feather, it'll be 41,000. Yeah, just immense power that you can generate with this deck between these two cards. And, I mean, this Legion is just so powerful by itself, it's amazing. Then on to the grade 2s for Rigel, because if the Legion skill is fully activated, she's a 16k attacker by herself, which is pretty nice in a meta where 11k Vanguards are still the most prominent, at least on your turn. Asmodel, 4 of her because she's really useful. Counterblast 1, put her into the damage zone. When her attack hits a Vanguard, they pay the cost. You do choose a face-up card in the damage zone that's not her, and then you can call it to the rearguard circle. So if her attack hits, pay the cost, you get her face up in the damage zone, which means that, hey, you can use this card's ability in full now, and then you get a stood unit from your damage zone. A lot of times I actually like to combo this with Rigel, because then that's a standing 16k attacker that I can use. And now the Legion skill is going to be in full, so she will have that plus 4,000 power. So yeah, just a very good card for Celestials in general. Really just helps you get off like the Legion skill. That's what I like about her. And then 3 Serial, because just in case you don't get Asmodel, or you can't use Turiel or Nerul to get the cards that you need, you always have Serial to just get anything you want from the deck into the damage zone. 4 grade 1s, like I said, 4 Ascetial, I've already explained this enough. Pure power, very easy, just, yeah, she's a great card for this deck. 3 Nerul, because it's a free switch, and it's a 7k boost, and she's a Celestial. So yeah, just very overall useful for this deck. 3 Arabaki, because if the Legion skill is fully activated, then she will be a 14k attacker. Even if you're sitting on Zerachiel, if Zerachiel's Limit Break is active, she's a 13k attacker as a grade 1. Yeah, just a very, very strong card. And, it's 7k boost when she's in the back row. Then 4 perfect cards, because 4 perfect cards. For triggers, 8 crit. You really just want this for any, I'm bouncing around a lot here. You want this for any Angel Feather deck. It really is just the best option. And these, especially in combo with cards like the Legion skill or with Zerachiel, can help hit some pretty nice numbers. Get some very good columns going. Then 4 draw, because draws are helpful, and then 4 heal. Pretty standard, but it really is just the best for this deck. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoy. I know I certainly do. This is a very fun deck. It's very powerful. And we'll see you next time. So remember to have a great day and keep card fighting. Goodbye.